The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
Okay, so we've got a listener gearing up for a trip to the Canary Islands.
And they're looking for something a little bit more than just your average beach vacation.
Right.
They want the inside scoop, the cool details, that kind of thing. Beaches are a must, obviously.
Of course, yeah.
But let's just say they're ready to go beyond the brochure.
Beyond the brochure, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you think about the Canary Islands, most people, they think beaches, sunshine, maybe some Spanish guitar in the background. But what a lot of people don't realize is that these islands, they have a really dramatic origin story.
Oh.
Yeah. We're talking volcanoes.
Okay, now that's not something you hear every day. Volcanoes and beaches, how does that even work?
So the Canary Islands, they're actually sitting on the African tectonic plate just off the coast of Morocco.
Wait, Africa?
Yeah.
I thought we were talking about Spain.
Well, that's the thing, right? They're a Spanish archipelago, but geographically they're much closer to Africa. And millions of years ago, all that volcanic activity under the surface, it pushed up from the ocean floor, creating these incredible islands.
So the whole island chain, it's basically all volcanic.
Essentially. They're what's known as shield volcanoes, which means they have these gentle slopes, but they can still be pretty dramatic to look at.
Okay, I'm already picturing some epic, volcanic cliffs overlooking the ocean.
Oh, absolutely. And because of this unique geological history, the Canary Islands have these incredibly diverse ecosystems.
Which makes sense because our listeners specifically mention, unique species and otherworldly experiences.
Right, and that's one of the things that makes these islands so special. The isolation, combined with the volcanic soil, has created this incredibly rich biodiversity.
So we're talking like Galapagos Islands level of unique.
Pretty much. You have species of plants and animals that you won't find anywhere else in the world.
Okay, you've got to give me some examples because otherworldly is really selling it. What kind of creatures are we talking about?
Right, picture this. You're hiking through a cloud forest on La Gomera, which is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, by the way.
Okay.
And you're surrounded by these ancient laurel trees. They're dripping with mist, and there are ferns the size of, small cars.
Ferns the size of cars. All right, you had me at ferns the size of cars. That's definitely otherworldly.
And then you have things like the dragon tree, which is this incredible species that literally oozes this blood red resin. They call it dragon's blood.
Okay, I mean, that's straight out of a fantasy novel. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why we go beyond the brochure, people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, we've talked a lot about volcanoes and unique species. We should probably get to the beaches at some point.
Yeah, of course. Beaches? What about the beaches?
Well, the good news is the beaches in the Canaries, they're as diverse as the landscapes themselves. You've got everything from classic white sand beaches, perfect for families and sunbathing, to black sand beaches formed by volcanic pebbles.
Volcanic pebbles, black sand. See, even the beaches are cooler in the Canary Islands.
Exactly. And each island kind of has its own specialty.
All right. So give me the rundown. Which island has the best vocal emphasis beaches?
Well, if you're looking for those classic, postcard perfect white sand beaches, Fuerteventura is a great option.
Okay.
It's known for having miles and miles of coastline and really calm waters, great for families.
Okay, family friendly. Got it.
Now, if you want something a bit more dramatic, Lanzarote is known for its volcanic landscapes and those striking black sand beaches I mentioned.
Ooh, yeah, black sand beaches. Very cool.
Yeah, very dramatic, very photogenic.
Okay.
And then you've got Tenerife, which is the largest of the islands. It's home to Mount Tide, which is Spain's highest peak.
No way. In the middle of the ocean.
Yep, right in the middle of the archipelago. And you can actually hike to the summit.
Okay, we might have to add hike a volcano to the itinerary. What else? Any other must-sees?
Well, we talked about the natural beauty, but the Canary Islands also have this really vibrant culture, a real blend of Spanish and African influences.
Right. And speaking of culture, our listener was definitely curious about the festivals because, who doesn't love a good festival?
Of course. And if they happen to be there in February, the Carnival of Santa Cruz de Tenerife is an absolute must-see.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about this. It's supposed to be huge, right?
Massive. Imagine Rio de Janeiro's Carnival, but with a unique Canary Islands twist.
So we're talking parades, costumes, music, Dancing in the streets, the whole shebang.
Exactly. It's a true celebration of Canary Islands culture.
That sounds incredible. Honestly, I'm a little jealous of our listener right now.
And, thinking about the Canary Islands history, here's something that might blow your mind. Because of their position in the Atlantic, they were actually a crucial stopping point for explorers like Christopher Columbus.
Whoa, really? I never would have guessed that.
Yeah, they were a key link in those early voyages to the Americas, a stepping stone to the New World.
It's amazing how these little islands hold so much history and culture and like incredible natural wonders. It just goes to show, there's always more to discover, even in the places you think you know. So to our listener out there, pack your bags, pack your sense of adventure, and get ready for one unforgettable trip.
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.